Hey everyone, it's your buddy Eric, and this is an Honest 5 for August 30th, 2018. So it's the second day of me doing this, and it was already hard for me to get myself to do it. Yesterday was not good. I had a presentation at work, and it did not go well. No one complained, but like, no one ever really complains about these kind of things. And you never have the feeling of the room, like you're just looking around, everyone's just like, yeah, whatever, whatever. But at the same time, it was a crowd of people, mostly. All right, so the idea was I was supposed to talk about teaching English to grade schoolers. I've been giving presentations like this ever since I started teaching 12 years ago. Well, I didn't do it my first year, but ever since then. So, like, lots of the teachers there were like teachers I'd worked with for years who were like really good English and really good at working in the classrooms, like teaching the classrooms, right? And it's just like, what are you doing in this presentation? There's nothing here I can teach you. Right? There were two or three newer teachers, and like for them it was kind of good. But like I'm looking at the as I'm presenting, I'm looking at the other teachers, and they're just kind of like, whatever. I was like, well, you signed up to be here. What am I supposed to bestow some new knowledge? Like I've worked with, I don't know. Like I'm not mad at them, but it's just like it just I don't know. It could just be my own mind, thinking of they could have just been fine. I mean, it's a very common thing where I've given presentations in Japan a lot, and during the presentation, like everyone's just like deadpan, nothing, and then afterwards, everyone's like, "Oh my god, that was great, that was amazing." I don't know how to take it because during the presentation, I definitely don't feel that, and afterwards, it feels like the you know the praise is too much. So that just feels weird. But I mean, it's done. It's over with. I don't think I'm gonna lose my job over. I wouldn't lose my job over that. I might lose the job over this video, more so than that. But that's not gonna happen. But it just put me into a funk. And then I was like, you know what? I'm tired of my slow internet at home. Ever since I left my ex-wife, I have had, not portable internet, but basically it's a cell phone-like device that picks up, cell phone signal and turns it into internet for the home. And it's not, it's basically for good regular browsing and stuff like that. But like streaming, I run into some issues with it and stuff like that. So I was like, maybe I should look into getting a hard line. So I go and I talk to the guy, and he's like, okay, we'll get you set up. We'll look it up. At first, let me get your information. So he looks at my information, tries to look up my information by my name. Doesn't work because foreigner name in Japan. It happens. He was, all things told, this guy was great. Like he was very calm and relaxed. And he ended up getting more frustrated at the system than with all everything else. But anyway, so he calls the company and they're like, all right, well, yeah, he can switch, but he owes 28 months on his first device and 36 months on his new device. And the guy's like, what? And so he hangs up. He's like, thank you. And he hangs up and then looks at me. He's like, did you just sign up for the device last week? No. He's like, why? Because they said you owe 3 years on it. That's like you just signed up. I'm like, no, that's impossible. And I originally signed up in 2015. He's like, that doesn't make any sense. So he calls, figures it out, works it out. Great. Then we're going start the process. He's like, well, it's going to be a little expensive because we're going to have to, do the installation at your house, which means they come with a truck and pull some wires. But then he looks at my apartment and it's like, well, we can't give you apartment pricing because of how your building is built, so we're going to have to charge you for a home. And lots more expensive, but whatever. Then he starts filling in my documentation for it, and it won't take my foreigner card. And so he's like, all right, I'm just going to call, SoftBank headquarters and get this organized. And he's calling and no one's answering. And then there are more customers coming in, waiting. I was at a electronics store. He was the only SoftBank guy. And like you could just tell, like the guy was getting not at me, but he was just getting frustrated. So I was like, guy, it's fine. You know what? I'm gonna go home and think about it. And I just stopped it. So it felt like a waste of time. And then I just, didn't really do anything last night. After wasting all that time, I didn't go play Standard Showdown in Magic. I wasn't gonna make it in time. I didn't stream. I didn't do anything because I just didn't feel like doing anything. And then when I woke up this morning, it was one of those I don't want to do anything today mornings. Just like I'm glad like work starts again next week. Maybe that'll get back on schedule. but I just didn't want to do anything this morning. And I don't feel like doing anything at all, but here I am doing this video and talking about it for a bit, so maybe I'll be able, to do something with that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and everyone have a great day.